Good morning. This is Elaine Dotson again with Elaine's Custom Cards. I have this card that I made. I thought I would share with you. It's very simple to make, not too many products. I'm calling this Blessed Christmas Wishes, obviously, it's for the name. I used 2 stamp sets and 1 set of dies. This stamp set, I used this sentiment, and this is on the inside. And then this stamp set, First Frost, I used, what did I use? I used this image, stamped it on the inside and on the envelope, right there. And then I used this set of dies right here from the First Frost, and I used this die right here for this little sprig. I thought it added to it. So, let's get started. Everything is cut out, ready to go. I've stamped everything. One of the things I'll probably struggle with a little bit is the ribbon tying the bow. I tried it 2 different ways. First time I did it where I tied the bow and then I took this and wrapped it around and then glued the bow, and I thought, well, I can just tie it around like that. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. When we get to the end, I will tell you the dimensions and sizes. I'll show you my little thing that I make so that you can know what products I used and everything. So, first thing I did was glue this piece on the front. This is Mary Merlot cardstock, and this is Sahara Sand. So when we get to the end, I'll tell you all the sizes. Now you don't have to cut out the center of your cardstock. I just do that because it makes my cardstock go farther. So however you want to do it, it's up to you. I always try to stamp the back of my cards. I have a stamp set that it's no longer available, but I use it on my cards just so people know where this card came from. Okay, and this is from the Joyous Noel, and of course I cut the center out because I'm going to be using it, as well as the center of the Mary Merlot. But like I said, I put the sizes, so if you don't have rectangular shaped dies like I do, you can just cut it out of other cardstock. So put that on there. Okay, then I took my piece of copper foil, and of course I cut the center out. You could do that with this die. And I've included the die sizes, which ones they are that I used. So glue this piece on there. You just get it as centered as you can on there. And straight. A lot of times I'm going to look at it, pick it up and look at it, and it's like, oh, it's straight or crooked. There. Okay, so that part's done. Then I took these and I stamped this with Mary Merlot, and this of course is another one of the dies, and I put that in my list of supplies so you know which die it is of the ovals. just glued that on there. Okay. Then I took this and this, and when I cut this out, it doesn't really matter whether things line up exactly or not. You kind of put it however you like on here when you put it on here, because it isn't going to make that much difference. But I think it was like this. So I glued this piece to this piece of Mary Merlot. This is a really simple card, especially if you have all the pieces cut out already. And I had enough of one sheet of the Designer Series paper to make 6 cards. So I'm going to do that. Then I took, as you can see on here, there's this little piece. You can put that wherever you like. On this card, I put it on this side, and it's kind of sticking up above. So however you want to do it, it's just a very delicate thing. And what I did was I went ahead and put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this piece here, so I want it to stick up. And then you can kind of set this on here and say, oh, okay, where do I want this? I can lay this on here, because we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this, but not till after we do the ribbon. So kind of lay this on your card, and then decide where you want this. Do you want it up here? Want it down here, but you don't want the ribbon to get in its way. I think I'm going to put it on this side of this card so it kind of hangs over. So I just put a little bit of glue. You got to be very careful because it's a very thin piece. And you don't need very much glue. Okay. So then you just kind of lay this on here where you think it might look good to you. And I think I'm going to put it like that. Okay, and you're going to have to be very careful when you tie your ribbon on here. But this has to go on first before we do the ribbon. So get your dimensionals off. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you did as well. My daughter came with 2 of her girls, so 2 of my granddaughters were here, and the older one went elk hunting with my husband. They didn't get anything, but they had a good time out there. I used to go with them, but I trip over everything, so I don't go anymore. Okay, let me just kind of make sure that's straight. Okay, then we take our ribbon. The younger granddaughter was her 16th birthday on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so we did our Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday and then went around to other people's houses, my family, and had dinner with them. So I got kind of full, too much food. But I smoked a turkey. I have a Traeger, and I thought, well, I'm going to try smoking a turkey. So I smoked a turkey on my Traeger. It turned out pretty good. Okay, this is something that's a little difficult because I like all the shiny part of this Mary Merlot and copper ribbon. I like the copper to show through. So it's a little trick to get it the way you want. So you kind of have to wrap it around and then kind of twist it when you get it underneath, like so, so that when you pull this piece out, you've got the shiny part showing. It doesn't look like I got it long enough. Let's do it again. I knew this would take me a little bit. Okay, here we go. Try this again. You just try again until you succeed in getting your ribbon the way you want. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to the way my ribbons look, so to bear with me until I get this. I couldn't do this ahead of time or you wouldn't be able to see what I was doing. Okay, and you kind of just turn things a little bit till you get it the way you want. And it takes a little bit of manipulating. And then you work with it until it's just the way you like it. It still looks a little bit short, but because then you're still going to have to cut that off because it kind of frays. So then I go back here and I kind of tighten it from the back so that I can pull on this and adjust this. I don't want that part to show. Voila! There's your ribbon. Now, I discovered that for some reason this ribbon, little glue dots don't stick very well to it, or it doesn't stay stuck. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue behind there, behind this knot. Get out my ribbon scissors and cut this. I'm going to cut that frayed area off, and hopefully it's still long enough. Oh yeah, that looks okay. If you think that your little tail's not long enough, just pull on it, and it should look good. I'm going to cut this side. There. Okay, that looks pretty good. For someone who's challenged by fingers that don't always work the way you want them to. Okay, and just kind of, most people aren't going to say, oh, that's a terrible bow. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to put a dab of glue behind this bow so it'll stay put. I think this side, let's pull this down a little bit. There. Okay. So I put a little bit of glue right on the, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting it on this oval label. And that should hold it so it doesn't move around. Hold it down. You still want your words to show. And then you can put your glue dots on. Or not glue dots. Stampin' dimensionals on the back. I'm going to just kind of hold that. Okay, I did actually, I tried to make sure this ribbon would stay in place on the back, so I did one on each side there. Let's see what I'm doing. There. And here, stuck to my finger, and there. I wanted one there. This is just going to hold the ribbon. Oops. So it doesn't move around on you. Okay. Almost done. You take your dimensionals off. I always have to check them because sometimes I forget to take back off, and I'm going, oh, I know I forgot to do that. Make sure you check them all. It's been raining here last several days, and finally stopped. We discovered last week that windows on my car were down probably an inch, and it was pouring down rain, and we were commenting on how nice the rain was, and I was like, wow, the inside of my car was wet. So we had to spend some time Sunday afternoon taking the shop vac and seeing if we could get all that water out of the car. That glue doesn't seem to want to hold that, so. But anyway, there's your card. I hope you liked this video. Let me show you the instructions. Well, let me zoom in for you. There you go. Here's all the supplies I used. I hope you have a blessed day. I wanted to show you a couple of real quick examples of using some of the same sort of idea. Zoom that back out. This is using the, I can't think of what it's called right now. But anyway, some of my other paper I was trying to do one sheet wonders. So I have a few samples. If there's any of these cards that you would like to see, like me to make on video, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to demonstrate any of them for you. I think this is, I can't think of which paper this is, but it's in the annual catalog, I believe. Anyway, these are just some ideas of cards. I like that one. So, anyway, have a blessed day, and I hope that you had a blessed Thanksgiving. Until next time, I'm trying to do one video a week, so I didn't get one done last week, so I'll try again next week. Have a great day, and blessings to you.